everyone. This video is all about the investment as a student that you might need to do after coming to Ireland. I just got information like from all the other students who came with me, and I just generalize all the points, and I will give you insight about the amount that you might need to spend at your first month after coming to Ireland, and what will be the amount that you might need to spend after your first month, like in second month, third month, and so on. So thanks to one person named Kausik who actually asked me in the comment section. This video is all about the expenses, kind of investment for a student in Ireland. And either you are coming to Dublin or you are coming to Cork, or if you are coming to any other cities, this all the information will help you for your like expenses, the basic expenses. Let me start with the first point. My first point is the bus tickets. So whenever you will land at the airport, like for example, if you are coming at the Dublin airport, then if you are living in Dublin, if you have your university in Dublin, then you don't need to worry. You just need to spend around €5 to €6 max for your journey from your Dublin airport to Dublin city at your spot, and that is the first amount that you might need to spend. More upon it, if you are going to any other cities, either like Cork or Limerick or Galway, then the ticket charges will vary from like around €15 to 20 or sometimes €25. So that is the first expense that you need to spend after coming to Ireland. Second point is hostel, because whenever you will come to Ireland, if you have already booked your accommodation from India, then you don't need to worry. Then you just skip this particular point. But if you have not booked your accommodation, then you need to spend either like first week or like more than that, around 10 days or something in a hostel to search for your accommodation. So in a hostel, the normal charges are around €25 to €30 per night. So depend on how much days you are spending on a hostel, you can just calculate the total amount that you need to spend on your hostel. So that is my second point. Now third point is SIM card, because after coming to Ireland, the first thing you need to do is search for a SIM card, because you might need to call some landlord, you might need to call some hostels where you might need to search for your accommodation. So SIM card will be useful, and even you might need to call your parents. So for that you need to use internet, and for that SIM card is necessary. So you just need to spend amount on your SIM card. Charges for the SIM card will vary from €10 to around €20. Now talking about the different SIM cards, then you can buy SIM cards from EIR, you can buy SIM cards from 3, or you can buy SIM cards from Gomo, which I'm using right now. Gomo is it is cheap, like within €10 you can use unlimited 4G data and unlimited calls to any network. But the Gomo is a virtual company, so you will not get your SIM card because you don't have any accommodation. So what I suggest is just go for Leica, because Leica is the cheapest one available, and in Leica 4G is not available, but you will get a good internet connection in Leica also. You can just make a call through WhatsApp or any other application to your parents. That will work with Leica, and Leica will cost you around €15 for the month. So go for that, and whenever you will get your accommodation, just you can just change your SIM card according to your need and your plan. So yeah, €10 to €20 for your SIM card that you need to spend. Now next expense is your public transportation, because if you are living in a hostel and if you want to visit some accommodation, if it is near to your hostel, then you can just start walking. Otherwise you might need to use public bus, and public bus will cost you €2.40 per your journey. So let's consider if you are going from your hostel to accommodation, then it will cost you €2.40, and if you are coming back, then also it will cost €2.40. So yeah, that are the different charges, and initially you will not be registered with university, so you will not get your leap card. So yeah, €2.40 you need to pay to the bus services. So yeah, that are the charges that you need to keep in mind for your traveling. And more upon that, food, because you are living in a hostel and you need your food. So either you need to cook food at a hostel, and all the hostels they provide the common kitchen where you can cook your own food. So yeah, that is the thing. But I do suggest you guys that please bring at least 2 or 3 packets of Maggie with you, or at least bring some ready to eat meal with you, because it will help a lot in order to save some money. Otherwise you might need to cook on your own, or else you might need to get food from some restaurant, and it will cost you around 7 to 8 euros minimum per meal. So yeah, it is the charge that you need to keep in your mind. So I will put all the charges in a description box below, and you can just calculate the total amount. Now moving to the next point. Next point is your rent and your deposit, which you need to provide to the landlord whenever you are getting the accommodation. So rent is not kind of an investment, but you can consider it as per your expenses for a month, first month. But your deposit is kind of an investment, because you are going to get back that particular deposit whenever you will like leave that particular place. So yeah, rent plus deposit is your investment. It will just depend on accommodation that you are getting. Either you are getting for 500 euros, or you are getting it for like 400 euros. So you need to spend like 1 month deposit and 1 month rent in order to get your accommodation. So that is the expense that you need to spend. Now moving to the next point, you might need to buy a pillow or blanket, and you might need to buy a jacket for yourself. So yeah, that is the amount that you might need to spend. Now it will depend on the like accommodation, because in some accommodation you will get a pillow and blanket with like the room, but in some accommodation you will not get that particular thing. So you just need to spend some amount to buy that particular thing. So best place to get pillows and blankets and even the clothes are Primark, because in Primark you will get good quality pillow and everything, like clothes and blanket and everything. And the prices are also like same as you are getting that particular thing in India, so you don't need to worry. But for your information, the pillow will cost you around 3 euros, and the blanket depend on the requirement. Like if you want a single blanket, then the range will be like from 9 euros to 15 euros for a single blanket, and the range for double blanket is around like from 11 euros to around 25 euros, and it will depend on the quality that you are getting. So yeah, that are the like a different amount that you need to keep in mind in order to get your pillows, blankets and everything. Now talking about the jackets, if you want a good jacket, then you can buy it from Primark, and it will cost you around 20 euros to like 30 euros. Then you will get a good jacket within that particular range. Now moving to the next point, you might need to buy some kitchen essentials, like some saucepan or anything. Just get a pressure cooker with you whenever you are coming from India, because in Ireland you will not get a pressure cooker easily in any kind of a store. So yeah, just get a pressure cooker with you. And more upon that, if you are spending some amount to buy some spoon, some plate, and some saucepan and everything, then it will cost you around like 15 to 20 euros for this particular items in total. So if you are taking your items with you, then you don't need to worry. But if you are not taking, then yeah, you need to buy that particular thing. And in accommodation, if landlord is providing this particular items to you, then you don't need to worry. And most of the cases, the landlord will provide you all the items. So just in case if landlord is not providing this particular items, that yeah, 15 to 20 euros. Now talking about the other points, then you might need to buy some toiletries if you are not getting it from India. It will cost you around 5 to 10 euros, and within 5 to 10 euros you will get all the things like hand wash and your soap and everything. So just 5 to 10 euros for your toiletries if you are not getting it from India. Moving to the next point, your IRP card. You need to spend 300 euros for your IRP card, because that is the standard charge. So that you need to like include on your investment, or you can say expenses. So yeah, these are all the charges that you can like consider, and you can keep in your mind if you are coming to Ireland. So yeah, Total amount I will put down in description box below, or you can calculate that particular amount, and you need to carry that particular amount with you. Now if you will move to the next month, then all the other things like the deposit that you spent, or even the 300 euros for the IRP card, that will be reduced for the second month. So from second month you need to spend amount for like a rent, you need to spend amount for your bills, and you need to like spend amount for your grocery and toiletries. That's it. You don't need to spend any other amount like the jacket, pillow, kitchen essentials, and blanket, and everything will be reduced, even the deposit and your amount for IRP card, and more upon your like traveling amount, and all the things will be reduced. Now from second month onwards, you need to spend amount that is like first is your rent, second is your bills, and third is your groceries. So just keep in mind that if your rent is around 450 euros, then add 30 to 40 euros of your bills on that, and like around 10 to 15 euros for your SIM card recharge and everything, and more upon that around 150 euros to 200 euros for your groceries and your transportation. So if your rent is around 450, then from second month the total amount will be like around 700 euros that you might need to spend. These are all the expenses that you might need to spend after coming to Ireland. So yeah, just keep this particular thing in mind. I hope this particular information will help you in order to arrange your expenses and everything. So do like this particular video, and if you have any other problems or queries, you can do make a comment down below. I will answer over there, and support me on Patreon. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in next video. Bye bye.